You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter. I slice through the turf like warm butter, planting dreams in the grass, one putt under. You're friendly, unabashed cup cutter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, your friendly unabashed cup cutter. If you're new to the podcast, you know there are a few things that I like to do. One, I like to have a weekly episode with my guys where we talk about golf. Two, I like to give insights on greenskeeping. As you guys know, this is your friendly unabashed cup cutter. I cut cups for a living. The third thing I like to do is have conversations. Folks, you know I love to travel my 1971 Volkswagen bus. I have conversations with cart girls, superintendents, club fitters, league guys, you name it. I'm talking to everybody. And now I'm talking to a gentleman that is pretty a big deal, I guess you could say. And he's with Krank Golf. And I'm actually now learning more about Krank Golf just because of DeChambeau, of Bryson. So, David Wills, brother, thank you for wanting to be on the podcast.
Dave, I am super pumped to be here.
I appreciate it.
I don't know about your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood, if I'm visiting somebody's house, I'm going to bring a gift.
Oh, brother, you don't have to do that, dude.
Look.
Oh, that's rad. Oh, I love the color.
It goes with
I love the color.
You know, somebody told me you live in this thing, so I said, well, it's his home, so I'm going to bring a gift.
I appreciate it, man. Oh, I love it. This is perfect. I will display it. I would hate to wear it and get it dirty, but I love it, dude. Oh,
you
it's
like
awesome.
that turquoise is very popular. Very popular.
It pops.
Yes.
It does pop. I'm going to put it right there.
But yeah, glad to be here in the Tampa area.
Yeah, man.
And just to give you a little background.
Yeah.
I took over Florida as one of my states. I'm regional vice president, Krank Golf.
Okay.
And so one of the things right away was I started joining golf groups in the state.
Tracking, okay.
That's how you can find out what's happening here.
Yep.
Mainly charity talk, and we'll talk about charity golf for that. We'll talk
about everything.
But all of a sudden, your Facebook page came along, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? And it was so unique. I love the premise. You're letting people know what's going on out there in the area, which is what I wanted to know. And then you do the fun stuff with what you do with your job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we got to meet.
I appreciate it, brother. No, I really do appreciate it. Yeah, it's just, as you saw, this is just out of passion. You know what I mean? Like I was telling you before we started, I mean, the whole reason why I started the podcast was like the energy that my boys and I have on the golf course reminds me so much of like being in the military, that camaraderie, that brotherhood, all that stuff, the bantering, the bullshitting, the support. And so I'm like, man, I want to bring that energy into this. I'm like, I already have a Volkswagen. I already love to talk. You know what I mean? And it just kind of worked out. And then, it was on right during the PGA show when you reached out and we couldn't meet. It was so busy. That was my first time.
Yeah.
How many times have you been there?
So I'm out of Austin, Texas.
Okay.
But I oversee 16 states for the whole center of the country.
Tracking.
Tennessee, Kentucky, and then all the Gulf states.
Tracking.
And they're like, hey, we want you to take care of Florida. I'm like, okay. I love Florida.
Yeah.
I love it. 1,400 golf courses here. There's a lot going on.
100%.
Beautiful state. Anyway, I'm like proud to.
Yeah.
But I reached out to you, and my first event was in just North Claremont.
Yeah, Claremont. Yeah.
And it was the last day of January, the first day of February. Now, why that's important is that's when that giant cold front came through.
Lord, man.
Do you remember this?
Dude, it was freezing at PGA show. It was...
Dude,
on demo day was the worst.
And when I left Texas, there was no, they weren't talking about this or anything. So what I had was basically just a few pullovers in my book bag, right? I had every piece of clothing I had. I had every piece of clothing. Now, what was interesting is we did this tournament and 100 guys were there. 100 guys. And the temperatures never got out of the 30s.
No.
It's the coldest I've ever been on a golf course, right? So anyway, it was funny because they were wearing their hunting gear.
Yeah.
Shit, except for the Canadians, eh?
Oh, wow.
They were in shorts, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, this ain't cold.
Wow.
But I'm like, I came all the way to Central Florida to freeze my ass off.
It was cold, man. Yeah. Especially were you able to do demo day?
No.
So demo day was blistering. The wind.
Yeah.
That was the worst, man. I mean, on demo day, man, it was like we couldn't stay warm. Of course, I'm wearing shorts. I don't know what the hell I was doing. But man, that was a cold,
Yeah,
brother.
that's how my tenure over Florida started.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, okay, this is a cold welcoming.
I've heard last year there was a lot of rain too. Last year.
Yeah. So we'll see. This is my 5th trip to Florida.
Okay, awesome.
I'm trying to get down here once a month. I'm building a team here to kind of oversee events and stuff, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. So before we get into the
Krank world.
The Krank world, and with the foundation that you do, the fundraising that you do as well. Let's get to know about Dave. But before we talk about Dave, okay, folks, you guys know on the podcast, I don't like to do a lot of research on folks because I just love to learn with them about you. That's just something I like. You know what I mean? It's maybe I should do a little bit because I might have a pedophile or somebody in here. So maybe I should do a little bit. But no, it's I went to your Facebook page, right?
Oh, shit.
Hold on.
There we go.
Nothing crazy, folks.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. But I love entrepreneur, philanthropist, motocross champion, golf nut, general loudmouth. Welcome to the show, brother.
Yes.
What is all that about?
Well,
in a nutshell.
Yeah, in a nutshell, what most people wouldn't know is I've been a scratch golfer since I was at Ohio State. I mean, I love the game of golf.
Okay.
But what most people would not know on the golf side is I'm a 25-time motocross champion.
Oh shit.
Okay. 58 broken bones. I have titanium through me, including a new hip. Pretty much they call me the champ. That's where the nickname comes from, is in that world. But that's a complete opposite of golf.
Yeah.
That's total chaos.
Of course. Loud, everything.
Loud, putting your life on danger every time you throw your leg over the bike, blah, blah. So, but here was the thing. You and I talked a little bit. I lost my father when I was young, 24 years, and he successful businessman. He was 49 when he was killed in a car accident. But one of the things that was really profound to me was all the planning and all the things he did really well. He didn't take shit with him. He didn't take nothing with him. And it was like, whoa. Like, what's the whole point of all of this? You know, I'm young, 24 years old.
Yeah, I hear you.
And it changed, like, you got to plan for the future, but then you also got to live life like there ain't no tomorrow.
There ain't no tomorrow.
I know it's like, you heard it like, live like. No, I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what were you here for?
Yeah, exactly.
And it changed. Like, I have I have several personalities. But one of them is the daredevil.
We're chameleons. That's what we are. We're chameleons, brother.
And one of them is, a family guy. I got to take care of my family and make sure they're taken care of. So, I've always been a loudmouth.
Yeah.
My grandfather, 6'4", 230, basically demand your attention when I speak. And it's kind of been that way for a long time. I used to announce motocross races in a that's a crazy sport. You should have a crazy announcer.
Yeah, of course. Right? I hear it.
Yes.
Oh, I hear it.
So did that. They call me the voice of motocross. And so, it's been awesome. A trip for sure.
Just an amazing life. So let's start from the beginning then.
Yeah.
Let's start. So where are you originally from?
A little town south of Akron, Ohio.
Okay.
New Philadelphia, Dover, New Philadelphia. Back then it was 20,000 people. I mean, it was just a small town. Yep. I was raised, my mother and father, they got divorced when I was 10, but my dad lived and he came a guy, so they had a great relationship.
Gotcha.
But I just knew I was destined for bigger than New Philly. Now my brother, 3 years younger than me, he still lives there. Has 4 kids. He never intends on living. That's his, everybody knows everywhere. It's grown. Yeah. But I couldn't wait to get out of there. Couldn't wait. Went to Ohio State, Columbus.
Wow.
It just was in awe of the big city. And that's kind of fueled. My goal coming out of college was I just wanted to be rich. I came out of college. Ohio State was in engineering. Came out of college, bought a nightclub. Bought another nightclub. I had 3 nightclubs in my 20s. Yeah.
Wow.
I just wanted to be that person. Like,
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So, I can relate. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. But unfortunately, a couple years after I came out and had these, I mean, I was rolling, dude.
Yeah.
Had the sports car. I mean, you know, was the ladies' man. Never was going to get married. Never was going to have kids. Just be that person. So, but like I said, 2 years, my dad was killed. And it threw me into the last thing my father said to me. The Saturday, he was killed on a Monday morning. I was walking out of his office. He's like, hey, when are you going to get married so I can have a grandson? And my last communication with him was this. Wow. Walking out the door.
In a funny banter, but I know what you mean.
That was it. That was and I never saw him again. Man. And so here's kind of the rest of the story. I got married a month later. Got married. She got pregnant on her honeymoon, had a son, then had a daughter a year after that.
Wow.
The rest is my wife was writing a book about it because it's crazy.
Went from sports cars to a minivan.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Wow, man.
And wow. But what I became the man that he wanted me to be. I lost who I wanted to be. I just became who he wanted me to be, and it was like, it was an interesting ride. To say
I'm
the
sure,
least.
I'm sure, because you, in a way, like, you know, you loved your father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You looked up to him and everything like that. I've done the same, where my dad was my best friend. You know what I mean? All the way up until he had cancer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you always try to live up to him or be whatever they want you to be. I was very blessed. My dad said, you got to be better than me. Yeah. And that was tough because I knew Jack Wachowski, everyone loved him. He was the go-to guy. Just everything, the energy, all that stuff. And
this whole thing, it stuck with me. And like, I
But you did that in a bantering way, though,
yeah,
right? I mean, it's not like, yeah, fuck you, Dad. You know,
but it was telling my father I wasn't going to be what you wanted. I was going to be what I wanted. But then after he was killed, it was like, okay, I need to be what he wanted for him. You know what I mean? Like, I got rid of the bars. I mean, I was running his businesses. And so it was like, I had no identity of my own. I tried to become my father. That's really what it was all about. And as you can imagine, disaster kind of
course,
followed that. Yeah. Yep.
Wow. Man, we can dive into all that stuff. No, that's good emotional shit, man, because like I said, I was very tight with my dad and everything like that. And like, I remember telling him I want to be like you. He's like, no, you got to be better than me. And it's always, for the longest time, my brother and I both, are we living up to Dad's expectations?
Yeah.
Are we making him proud? We've been told we're making him proud, just the way how we with our sons, blase, blase. But still, it's like, we're still always worried about it. And also to the fact that I know you're a little bit older than me. You know, my dad died so young. So each year I'm like, shit, I'm getting closer and closer. I'm getting closer and closer when Dad died. I got to make sure I'm, you know.
Yeah, 10 years passed when my dad died. And it's so funny because when he was 49, he was killed when he was 49 and I was 24. He was so old.
Yeah, right. No.
Dude. I mean, old.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, shit, 49 is not old.
No.
You know, it's like,
no, it's not.
And it was, but I remember thinking like that,
shit,
oh my God, he had gray hair.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God.
Wow, man. Yeah. Wow, but you had a good relationship with him.
Yeah, it was.
Would you say it's more like a respectful relationship? Was it like Dad playing catch with me?
He really hated it when I got the bars. It put a rift.
I see.
Because what he wanted for me was a normal job.
I see.
He wanted me to go, put in my time, go home, not worry about it, have weekends, you know, that's what he wanted. But my dad was semi-retired at 49, living half the year. He had a home in Bonita Springs.
Wow.
Lived half the year down here. I wanted to be like him.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
But it put a rift that.
Wow.
And what was interesting is we didn't talk for like a year. Oh yeah. We didn't talk for like a year. He was really pissed at me. But I went and bought a boat thinking, because he raised us on a boat. At 5 years old, I was water skiing, and I remember some of my oldest memories were on a boat of him screaming at the motor. Yeah, I mean those old outboards. You know what I mean? Like this is in the early '70s, and so anyway, but I went and got a boat. I'm like, well, you know, see, and he called me out of the blue, and he's like, now this was his town. Where I had the bar was his town, right? And that was the other part of it, is his son in the nightlife world, you know, the dark side. And so, but he's like, I heard there's a new member of the family. I'm like, how the hell did you hear that? He's like, not much happens in this town without me knowing about it.
He already knew you bought a boat.
And I was like, yeah, you know, I was like hoping, you know, maybe we can have some fun. And that opened the door.
Awesome.
And he got married in there to this woman that he ended up dying with. They were both killed in this car accident, but he was really happy. And
awesome.
And even the last things that we did together, he was in the Rotary Club, an organization that helps locally and worldwide. Anyway, they were building a concession stand for the local soccer fields. My dad, you know, probably like he could do anything. He could build anything, make anything, and that's how he raised my brother. But he was in charge of this project. So I was kind of helping him.
Yeah.
And the last thing that we did on my way out, we were soldering that day. We're putting all the plumbing together, all the copper plumbing. And it was good. We were actually talking.
Wow, awesome.
And so that was good. I couldn't imagine where, like, it was bad. This was bad enough.
Yeah.
But if we were in that lull where we hadn't talked, can't even imagine.
Yeah, right. Totally different, man. So
I told you it was going to go weird.
Oh, no, it's totally fine. No, I can bounce anyway. I love having conversations. We'll talk about anything and everything. I love it. But I mean, so your parents divorced when they were young?
When I was 10 years old.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
I gotcha, and everything like that. So but you were able to see both parents and everything.
Yeah, my dad was really good. He moved to a town that was 45 miles away.
Okay.
That's where he opened his businesses. That's where I ended up starting the bars. But he would come and get us every weekend or every other weekend.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Like clockwork. And here was the other thing there was some bad shit between him and my mom, for sure. He made a mistake. And but when he would come and get us, they would talk in the kitchen for a half hour.
Yeah.
And like in sports or being or whatever, he would come and they would sit together at the events. Yeah. There was really not that hatred there.
Yeah, not the hatred or the despite or like your father does this all the time, blah, blah, blah. No, it was all, you guys separated the two.
She never badmouthed him. She could.
That's awesome, yeah.
She could have.
Yeah.
But it was never, it was more important that my brother and I had some semblance of a normal
I know what you mean.
childhood. Yeah. With a father around.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Oh, man, that's good shit, man. So who got you into golf then? Because you're saying you're doing this forever, so then let's get this back into that world.
So when I was in high school, some friends, they're like, hey, you got a set of golf clubs? I'm like, no, I think my dad does. And so anyway, he had this old set, because my dad played golf.
Okay.
And he had this old set of golf clubs. And I'm like, hey, Dad, are you using these? Because I said, my friends are starting to ask to play. He's like, no, take them. The old wood drivers.
Wow.
Like 70s shit.
Yeah. I think I have one somewhere in here. These for a stick shift knob.
That's how I learned to play golf. And
the sticks.
And, I was tall and lanky then. Yep. And so I had good extension. And I could hit the ball back then. I could. Went to Ohio State, played at Ohio State. They have two golf courses, Scarlet and Gray, and so I was playing golf during Ohio State. Anyway, came out, and then all this shit happened with my dad, and I stopped playing. And but one of the things is after my dad was killed, I picked up the game. And
was it for him or just for?
I was looking for a way to just have peace.
Okay.
And I found like a solitude with golf. Okay, when I'm on the golf course, I can just play golf and I don't have to think about it. You have to be focused on the game, right?
Yep.
And it gave me 4.5 hours break. Now remember, got married a month later. We had 2 kids in 2 years. I had all this shit going on with the businesses and this. And I mean, I had a lot of and just to be able to go out, I really became obsessed with the game, almost in a bad way. And you know, like I was +3 handicap. I mean, it's a pretty good golfer.
Yeah.
But that solitude became, it became really bad for me because I became one of those assholes that you did not want to play golf with. I took every shot had to be perfect. Every shot. Or I acted like a baby. Dude, there's a story, and I know like this has been on movies since, but I had back then, I had $2,000 in golf clubs. Ping. Okay? And I was probably 15 steps from the pond. I had a bad shot. I picked the whole fucking shit up and threw it in the pond.
Oh my God. Wow.
Picked the whole damn bag up and threw it in the fucking pond. And then I stood there for a moment. I'm like, well, that was really stupid. And so I had to go into the pond and get it all out.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
But I want to say, I'm trying to think of the timeline.
Yeah.
But I walked away from the game. Completely walked away. It wasn't bringing what it used to bring.
I see.
It was making it worse.
Okay.
All this anxiety and anger and all of this, it was just making it worse.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, I literally moved from that into motocross. Kind of like.
And you're in your mid-20s doing this?
No, I was in my late 30s. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and what it was my son, he was playing video games, and it was motocross. He's like, Dad, I'd like to start racing, and I didn't know anything about it. My uncle raced flat track back in my dad's brother, but I didn't know anything about bikes or nothing about that. And so it's like, okay. And then I bought him a 65 and an 85, and we would go out and practice, and then I would take that 85 out on the track. 230 pounds on an 85. Dude, I blew the forks out.
Oh, no.
And I remember the guy that was there that day with this track we were practicing at, he's like, man, you need to get a bigger bike for yourself. And that's what started it all. That's what started
with motocross.
Yes.
It was in your 30s because your son was playing a game.
Yep.
Daddy, let's get into motocross. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Got him something, then you got hooked.
And here was the thing that motocross brought to me that golf didn't, is I could take all my anger out there.
Yeah, right?
All of it.
Break the engine, fuck your head, everything. Just
and the raw danger of it.
Yeah.
It was almost like you were like,
yeah, of course.
This to light. Like,
brother, I can see it.
And it was good.
So you weren't golfing then anymore then at that time?
No, gone. I had nothing. I didn't have clubs. I had nothing. I sold it all. And we just started motocrossing.
So you're doing the motocross with your son?
Every weekend. Wow. And my daughter.
Oh, wow, awesome.
They were a year apart.
Wow, awesome.
And she raced because our marriage didn't work out.
It is what it is.
Mothers. We should have never got married.
Yeah.
But then I ended up raising both of them on my own, and and we did that every weekend as a family.
Awesome,
and a team.
Dude.
And it was good. Like
good bonding. That's good.
It was really, really good. Yeah, because it went into, they became teenagers, and like what parents says they have anything in common with their teenagers.
Yeah, right.
These days, like what?
Yeah.
But we were at the tracks, and here's the other thing: is when you race motocross, you can't do any stupid shit like drink.
Yeah.
Drugs. So my kids were clean. They were. And my son had his own anger issues with his mother, and my daughter too. And so, it's kind of like, this is good, this therapy. He scared the shit out of me though. I started calling him Gunner because the stupid shit he would do with it took my breath away. He just didn't care. Wow. He didn't care if he just didn't care.
Just full throttle, just all the way.
Because he was gunning it.
Yeah.
And I started calling him Gunner, and he scared me a lot. Like, and I was racing. You know what I mean? Well, I was racing, but what he was doing, I was like, oh damn. And then my daughter, we all practiced together, and she wanted to be like him. And like, really dangerous sport, and people getting hurt and broken bones, and I yanked her. When she was moving from 65s to 85s, I yanked her. I'm like, you're done. And she's like, what? Listen, find something else to do. You're super athletic, go whatever. Go do something else. And she's like, why? I'm like, listen, if you got hurt and you couldn't have babies or something, I could never forget myself. Never. And she's like, well, Robert gets hurt all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, he's a boy. Mm-hmm. And she's like, what, girls can't be tough? And I'm like,
yeah, there it was.
She backed me right into a corner.
Yep, there it was.
And I'm like, no. Like, figure something else. Well, what was horrible was, it's not like she was with us every weekend when we were racing.
Yeah.
And I didn't let her race. And this went on for like a year. Well, luckily for me, to survive that was the AMA came out with a women's class. Because there was the thing is, boys are kamikazes. Mm-hmm. You can say whatever you want, the sexes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
There's something with young men, boys, they don't care.
Yeah.
Girls are more thinkers, calculated, stuff like that. Yeah.
They write books about it.
But she was really good. But my fear wasn't her. It was somebody in the class racing her. And they didn't, like, she would show up. She had this long blonde hair out of her back of her helmet. Never forget this, bro. When she was racing 65s, okay? And there was no girls class. So she was racing with the boys.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, we would be in the staging area, and the boys would kind of razz her. Okay? They would razz her. Okay? And I would just listen. I didn't say anything, like whatever. And, they're like, hey, this is no place for little girls. Go play with your Barbies. I mean, like boys, right? Boys. Didn't say nothing. She didn't say nothing. But here's what she used to do. And this is what kind of scared me too, is she would let the gate drop and then let them all go. And then she would just creep off the gate. So she could pass every single one of them.
I like that.
On her way to winning the race.
Wow.
And she would remember you and your number.
Yeah.
And she would come into a corner and literally plant you in the corner. And then I got the parents yelling at me.
Yeah.
Your daughter's too aggressive. I'm like, you didn't say shit.
Yeah.
When they were barking at my daughter.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's kind of like her. Oh yeah, like you can't tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the thing with her is she was me with boobs. Mm-hmm. You weren't going to tell her what she could or couldn't do.
Yeah.
That was kind of scary. Yeah. It's good in a good way.
Yeah. Strong. Yeah.
But she didn't have, like, I'm the alpha male, like I don't show pain, like I don't show emotion. Yeah. Like you need a rock, I'm the guy. But I had no feminine side of me.
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
And so remember, I raised them both on my own. The mom was gone. So she didn't have that softer side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so even to this day, she's tough as nails.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway. So look how far off track we got.
No, brother, listen, we're just having conversations.
Just delete all that out.
No, not at all. No, why? No. The thing is, like I said before in the podcast, I said it not just with you, but other people. It's like, I don't care if only one person watches this. Yeah. I'm having a great conversation, brother. We're being immortalized. So when we have grandkids and so forth and so forth.
That's a good point.
If the internet is still around, you know what I'm saying?
I do love Facebook like that.
Yeah.
It keeps your memories.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And it reminds you every day, like this was happening 15 years ago, 10 years. I'm like,
and now we'll have this.
God,
now we have this video, this conversation that we had about what you shared about your dad.
There's people out there in the Gulf where they're like, I didn't even know.
Yeah. I talked to Tom. He goes by the Tampa Golfer. Tom is he was a bounty hunter. Well, not a bounty hunter now. But anyway, regardless, he is a classically trained pianist, and you would never guess it.
Yeah.
You look at him; he's Harley Davidson raw, from New York, all that shit. He's classically trained as a pianist.
Okay, that is
that type of shit.
Yeah.
So, like I said,
people would not know that about.
Nobody would. So, I mean, the fact that I don't wear underwear, nobody would know about that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Now they do.
No, well, I wear a different type of underwear. Just kidding, folks. This is not that type of podcast. It is your fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're friendly about Scalp Cutter. No, like I said, man, it's just conversations. We could talk about anything and everything. Wherever things go, we're just gonna keep flying. So let's get more into golf a little bit. Actually, no, I don't want to talk about golf real quick. Let's talk about your son. You said, because we were just talking about your son. You're just talking about him, everything, and your daughter. What do they do? I already know what your son does, so if you want to share with everybody.
My daughter's in Columbus.
Okay.
And she runs a couple high-end restaurants there.
Okay.
Super proud of her.
Awesome.
My son, I had real problems with him in high school.
Yeah.
I had real problems. You know, I ran some pretty large dealerships in the Ohio area, and I was gone, 12-hour days, 14-hour days, and they were taking care of themselves. But I'd get twice this happened. I get a phone call from the local police, and they'd be like, "We have your son." I'm like, "What?" And I'm at work, but they knew me.
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?" And then one time they had them both in jail, and they're like, "Yeah, she tried to stab him," and I'm like, "Are they all right?" And they're like, "Yeah," and I'm like, they're like, "Do you want to come get them?" I'm like, "No, they can stay there a while." Both of them. They can stay there for a while. Anyway,
yeah.
I had my issues. Well, his senior year, he only had enough credits to be a sophomore. Oh, yeah, the kid, he just didn't care about school at all. He used to tell, "I'm going to be a pro motocrosser." Well, it's like any pro sports, right? It's like less than 1% of 1%, right?
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, but you need to have a backup plan. Because the shelf life of a motocrosser, even if you did make it, it's 5 years, 6 years. I mean, your body can't take that.
No.
And so what are you going to do after that? And so anyway, I'm having trouble. His senior year, he's not going to graduate. He's not. All of a sudden, he brings home a Marine recruiter to the house. Okay? Now, I didn't see this coming at all, but okay. And so the Marine recruiter, he's very polite, and my son's like, I want to be a pilot. And I'm like, okay. But I'm like, why the Marines? Navy, Air Force? And he's like, yeah, but the Marines are the badasses, Dad. I'm like, okay, I raised this kid. I mean, it's like you can't even knock him up because I raised that. If you're going to do anything, why not be with the badasses?
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
So anyway, we started talking, and the Marine recruiter's like, "Listen, you got to graduate, or we're not going to take you." And I said, "Well, And then we started talking about the ASVAB, the testing.
Yep.
We started talking about that, and when we started talking about like, okay, what can they promise him, and this and that, and they're like, "Listen, we're not the Army. We don't make a promise, and then when you actually get in, it's like, if we make a promise, that's what we're going to take you." And I'm like, okay, put that in writing? He's like, yep, put it in writing. So I'm like, okay, that seems fair. And so I'm like, why don't you let him take the test? Because this is a kid who flunked geometry twice.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to score, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, he might be able to be infantry, but nothing like what he thinks.
What he thinks it needs to be, yeah.
Anyway, he goes and takes this test, bro. Scored through the roof. One of the top scores they've ever seen out of this recruiting office.
Wow, on the ASVAB, wow.
Like, my kid?
Wow.
And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, that means he can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants. Exactly. You can choose and go in guaranteed.
Yes.
Yep.
And so, obviously, he's not going in as pilot, but they're like, he could be a crew chief, and he could fly. And so I'm like, but then we're back to like, he's got to graduate. Like, okay. So I'm going to tell you something. I'll give it to this recruiter. And he was very helpful. Yeah, I mean,
of course.
They got numbers. They got to be numbers,
Of course, they got a quota.
But my kid went to night school that he took him and picked him up. Because remember, I'm running dealerships. We're open 24 hours a day, right? And then on the weekends, he went to weekend school, okay? And then at summer, so they graduated, they ended the senior year.
Yep.
He wasn't able, but he went to summer school.
Yep.
And at the end of summer school, he was able to graduate.
Wow. Still graduate that year with his classmates.
You understand what he had to make up?
Wow. 2 years worth of school.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing A,
wow.
okay? And then he went right in. Okay? Now, tall, lanky, a lot of anger issues. And I said to myself, one of two things is either going to happen. They're going to kill him, or they're going to mold him into a war machine. maybe one of the greatest ever. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he went to Parris Island because we were in Ohio.
Yep.
And, you know, like, not to go long-winded here, I mean, but the Marines operate their basic training a little different. They separate you from your family. Okay? There's no verbal communication. They can write letters, and that's it. Yep. There's no voice for the whole 8 weeks or whatever, it was. 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, somebody who I'd raised was with them 24/7, and then he was gone, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, I had no...
Yeah.
And finally I got a letter, and it was like, everything's okay, Dad, don't worry. That was it. Like, really, son?
Wow.
Yeah. But he just wanted me to know not to worry.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go down for graduation. And so we're down there. It's my family. It's my wife's. She showed up all of a sudden. You know, she's super proud. He's a Marine. So she shows up, whatever. So we're down there. And what was interesting is so first thing that happened, they have a parade.
Yep.
They have a parade, and then you see your kid. Okay. Now you can't hug them. They're in a parade, but you're like screaming your head off. So anyway, they can't smile, they can't wave, nothing. And then they bring them into this huge gymnasium, and all the family is in the stands. Okay. So we're up in the second deck up here, and he's in his group.
Yep.
Not squadron, but
I know
platoon. And he's in the back because he's in the back, and I can see him. Okay. Anyway, so they do all these announcings and stuff like that, and then they release the kids, and the parents can come down. Bro, I was in the second deck.
Yeah.
And my mom's like older. I was pushing people aside, man. I'm running down this, pushing people aside. And
you got to get to your boy.
And I got to him, and I just gave him this big, giant bear hug. And again, I'm not an emotional person.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even die. I didn't cry when my dad was killed.
Yeah.
I got work to do now, right?
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, this huge wave of emotion came over me, and I just started bawling like a baby. Well, it freaked me out. So anyway, in the meantime, my family's coming down behind me, and I walked off to the side as they were all hugging him and stuff like that. And I walked away, and I turned around, and they're all staring at me. They're all staring. They never seen me like this before.
Gotcha.
And they're like, "Are you all right?" And anyway, but what was great was Gunnar took us for a tour.
Yep.
But during that tour, Marines were bringing their parents up to introduce them to him and saying this. Probably a dozen Marines. The only reason I made it through was because of him.
Wow.
And I was like,
wow, couldn't be any more prouder.
He's going to be a leader. You know.
Yeah.
So he went to whatever, it was something first, some basic thing that they had to go through, and then they shipped him to Pensacola, the air base where they train all the Navy and Marine pilots. Finished top of his class.
Awesome.
Finished top of his class.
That's awesome.
All Navy pilots, or wannabes.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so he's 17 and a half years in. He's one of the most decorated crew chiefs in the Marines. But I was telling you, he got his final assignment, and he's at Miramar in California. He's gonna spend his last 2.5 years on the beach out there. So
that's good stuff. Well, please make sure you let him know. Thank you for his service as a
thank you for your service. Yes,
absolutely.
That was great. I didn't even know that about you.
Yeah, I'll do it all over again.
Yeah.
I'll do it all over again. If they need me, I'll do it. If they need printers fixed and pencils sharpened from the Air Force,
call me up.
I can do it. Well, shit, awesome, man. I love, like I said, conversations.
We haven't even talked golf.
We haven't even talked golf. There's no need to. But no, you said your daughter she's into...
she runs 2 high-end restaurants.
Awesome.
It's same owners.
Awesome, okay.
But she oversees that operation in Columbus, yeah.
Awesome. And are you a grandfather yet?
Yes, so
awesome.
Gunnar, okay. speaking of recruiting.
Yeah.
So this is 8 years ago.
Okay.
Now? Yeah, 8 years ago. He tells me, maybe 12 years ago, he tells me, hey, they're going to put me in recruiting duty. And I'm like, what? Because I'm thinking like, this is something you do at the end of your tenure.
Yeah.
Before you're on your way out the door. Okay, we're going to make you a recruiter, see what you can do. And he's like, not the Marines. The Marines want you in your heyday, like young, so you can kind of relate to people, young people better. I'm like, well, that makes sense. So I'm a huge, like, God, like, anyway, he's like, yeah, depending on how well I do out there in San Diego, the recruiting school, he says, I can kind of give him a choice of where I want to end up. Okay, so he finishes top of this class of recruiters, and he's like, I want to go to San Antonio. That was one of the choices. Now I'm in Austin.
Yep.
It's an hour and a half away. But they wanted him to go to Denver because they were having trouble recruiting there.
Well, I mean, if he's top of his class, they need...
Yes. And he's like, Dad, he's like, I tried, but, they want me to go to Denver. I'm like, Denver? No, yeah, I bet they're having... So, the kid from Denver, the kid that's going to San Antonio comes to Gunner and says, hey, man, my whole family's in Denver.
Oh, they just swapped. Sweet.
And, he's like, would you... And he's like, God, like...
Yeah.
So he calls me, he's like, well, I'm coming to San Antonio.
Awesome.
So, for that, he got married to a girl that they went to high school with.
Oh, cool.
And they kind of got up together. And so, so when he came to San Antonio, he was with her and she became pregnant.
Awesome.
And so, but military guy, you got to hear this story. So every day I'm getting a phone call from him. He's like, fuck this bullshit. He's like, I can't do this, Dad. And he's like, I just can't do this, Dad. I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're talking to these parents. They're like, I would never let my kid be so stupid as to join the Marines. And this. I'm like, whoa. This is your orders. You've been ordered to do this. You will do it.
Yeah.
Whether you like it, doesn't matter. It's like any order.
Don't matter.
You're going to do it. And here's the thing, too, is the Marines, if you don't do recruiting well, it goes on your record.
Oh,
like,
sure.
They
All
look
of
at
us,
you.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you get out. It's just sales, dude.
Yeah.
Get out there. You're looking. The Marines are not a bulk. They just looking for the few.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're looking for the next mad dog.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're out there. You just got to find them.
Just got to find them. Yeah.
So anyway, every day, he's like, I'm quitting. I'm like, you're not quitting the Marines over this. So every day, I thought he was going to quit.
Yeah.
Luckily, they put him in charge of MEPS.
Okay.
Put him in charge of it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Leader.
Yeah.
Well, when he left, they gave him an award. It was the highest production MEPS in the Marines.
Wow.
Yeah. Ever. Like, it was
awesome.
like one of those things. So, but he had a son, grandson. It was at one of the naval hospitals there in San Antonio.
Okay.
And he was preemie, but, went in Liam.
Yeah.
And super proud to have him. And he lives with his mother. They went home to Ohio with their family. And so he's around up there with my family. But, good. Great kid.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's the only grandson you have right now?
Yes, the only kids, yes.
Awesome. So hopefully they'll get them into golf, maybe.
Yeah, Liam is very smart.
Awesome.
And sports oriented.
Oh, good stuff.
So we'll see.
Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Well, shit, man. Let's get more into golf now.
Yeah.
That's great. So I already know what you kind of do and all that jazz. Let's talk about golf courses here while you're here.
Mm-hmm.
How often you get a chance to golf when you're in this area? I don't get a chance to. Always on the go.
I get to watch people have a good time. Remember that country song?
Yeah.
Travis.
Oh, Travis Strait? Nope. I don't know. I know some country music, but Travis Strait? No.
I spend my time. People having a good time.
I have to reach back.
Anyway.
Yeah. Regardless.
That's my life. Is and it's the reason I got back into golf, playing golf.
Gotcha.
Is I took this job 8 years ago. I left corporate America.
Okay.
The grind.
Yeah.
I just had enough.
Gotcha.
And didn't know what I was doing. My wife's like, this is killing you.
Yep.
And I didn't know what I was going to do. I just left corporate America. And this position came across my phone. And I was like, whoa.
Wow.
Get to be around golf.
Yeah.
And they're helping others. Like, okay, let me look into this.
Yeah.
And when I joined the company, there was no one in the center of the company. This was all fairly new. And it was like the Wild West. I mean, so anyway, I got into this, and we'll talk more about everything that we do.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But everything that I'm involved with now is helping others through golf.
Oh, that's good.
Either through the Hero program, which is you know, and
we'll get into that. Absolutely, yeah.
And then the tournaments that we help, the charity golf events.
Yep.
I'm involved with helping others. Now, doesn't leave a lot of time for me to play the game.
So when was the last time you played then?
Last year, at the end of last year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That is unacceptable. That is
Dude,
unacceptable.
I see your videos and you and your bros, but I'll say this. You know, I'm around and I'm seeing people and I'm seeing like buddies and they're shit talking and they're smoking cigars and they're drinking beers and they're having a good time, and whether they're hitting good or not hitting good time, it's just about, like you said, camaraderie. You know, it's like, So I started hitting our clubs.
Awesome.
Okay? And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was blown away with the performance of the club.
I'm sure.
And I was like, whoa. So the first few times, just as the driving range, I was just letting loose.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
It's been a little while.
I told my wife, I'm like, I'm going to get a set of clubs.
Yeah, you need to get back and get to it, man.
And I did.
Yeah.
And I started playing. Now, my wife is a state champion runner for Texas.
Okay.
Super athletic, blah, blah, blah. She's like, golf is stupid. It's not a sport.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. But, you know, hey, maybe sometime come out and you can hit balls with me, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Anyway, so we make, and we'll talk about it, but we make a very specific golf club for slower swing speeds.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody else has ever done this. It's the way we make the club. Anyway.
Yeah.
We went to a driving range, and I made her hit a tee like 1,000 times. Just hit this tee, hit it. And I was working on her mechanics of her swing. Hit the tee. She's like, am I ever going to get to hit that? I'm like, yeah. When I say you're ready. Anyway, the first time she hit a ball, this is no joke. The first time she hit a ball, she hit a rocket 250 yards straight down that.
Wow.
Straight down that driving range. Right?
Yeah.
And she turned to me.
Instant.
And she's like, is that what this is all about? I'm like, welcome to the sport.
Welcome to the sport.
And I got to tell you, you know, yeah, I mean, some guys, but I really enjoy being able to play golf with her.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And her, this passion,
the journey into it, yeah.
And we can share that together. So, what I've said this year, like we're coming, beginning of next month, we're going to Corpus Christi.
Okay.
We got events down there. The first day, her and I are going to play golf.
Awesome.
And I'm going to try to do that more often. Let's go together. One of the days I'm there, let's play golf. And so, yeah.
Well, shit, man, the next time you're here in Florida, man, obviously now you have my phone number. Give me a heads up, man. You know, we'll play here for free, play anywhere. Doesn't have to be for free. Just let's play some golf, bro.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a good time, bullshit, have some music. I'll talk on my swing. I'll talk on your back swing. Bro,
I will record the whole thing.
I don't give a shit, man. I'm always going to
get it. That'll be
fun. So, golf now. Let's get into it real quick. I like to have a quickie in my Volkswagen. Your fuck quickie, 5 quick questions. You're friendly in the bash cup cutter, folks. You're friendly in the bash cup cutter.
Okay.
Your fuck
it
quickie.
Sounds like I'm on date night or something.
No. Well, I might save this for my OnlyFans page later.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
How many practice swings?
Technically?
Either way, how many practice swings when you golf?
None.
Your favorite shot or club?
The driver.
Music or no music?
Music.
When you're putting, do you dissect the green and really get a good...
or
you just putt it? Fucking love it. Driver or passenger?
I'm always the driver, bro.
Okay,
gotta be in
nothing
control.
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Gotta be in control.
Well, that was a quickie.
Yeah.
How was it? Pretty good?
It was good. I like the questions.
Quick, get it in, get it out, done.
Yes.
Yeah. I made this up, just fucking bullshitting one time. I'm like, how can I do something to where in a way, I kind of find it like can I golf with you? Can I golf with the questions he answered? So I would say I get a lot of anxiety because now, I dabble a little bit in that stuff, the fact that it gives me anxiety when someone takes 5 practice swings and they fucking shank it. So your practice swing was the previous practice swing's practice swing.
Yeah.
Oh, then you can shake it. Anyway, it gives me anxiety. But no, you answered all right. The only question that I've said it countless times is the driver part. I have to be in control as well.
Yeah.
We'll have to battle. The only reason why I say that is as I'm older now, as you know, as a driver, you see the bump. You can anticipate the bump. You don't hit but you hit the bump. You're prepared. When you're the passenger, it's like, fucking shit, Bill, what are you... That type of thing. But I've been a passenger now 5 times in my life.
We were in Cancun, and we rented one of the monster carts that's got the back seats. Okay, and I'm driving, and at the last second, I see there's a speed bump.
You're ready for it.
Yeah, and so, there was no time to... If I slammed on the brakes, everybody would have ended up on the cement.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is at this point. I brace...
Yeah.
The two because
they're not ready for it. Yeah.
My wife was here, but the 2 people launched their heads into they're bleeding, and I was like, oh man.
Oh shit. So maybe then we'll have to decide on who's gonna be the driver then. Well, shit, man. All right, so you're here. We're having a conversation again, brother. This is good stuff.
This is good stuff. I like it.
That's number 3.
Yes.
Let's see what I said earlier. That's number 3. All right, so Krank Golf.
Yes.
Let me tell you my backstory about Krank Golf and how I knew about it. Just because of Bryson. I had no idea what it was until he used it, in 23? I think we started using it. So let's talk about Krank Golf. Let's talk about, again, how you got into it. What do you do? So Krank Golf, in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's a little more than that.
Okay.
In a nutshell, because it's a tremendous American story.
Okay, let's fucking hear it.
It's a tremendous golf story.
Okay.
But it started 25 years ago.
I had no
idea. With a guy that could hit a golf ball really far, okay? Super far. But the problem that Lance was having back then was he was hitting the golf ball so hard that he was breaking the driver head. Okay? This is common even today with these big, they're generating so much torque in their swing, a normal club just cannot handle it. Well, Lance got super frustrated, and it's got to be a better way. It's got to be a better way. Who does this? And I love when he talks about back then his thinking, because he went on a world tour. He had an idea. He was going to do something that no golf company had ever done. Another. It's like, okay. The guy was so obsessed with his idea that he lived in a foundry for a year in Asia. In the foundry. Okay? Designing, creating, testing. Okay? For a year. Now, this is how his obsession paid off. Our first 2 production drivers were called Red Hot Chili Pepper and El Diablo. Okay? Both of those clubs, out of the chute, won World Long Drive Championships. Both clubs.
And this is what year again?
25 years ago. So basically,
but
22 years ago.
Yeah. I'm tracking.
So here's where we are, just to fast forward, here's where we are as a company 25 years later. We hold every world record there is when it comes to a golf club. Okay? I just did a posting last night. There's a guy named Maurice Allen that lives in Orlando, and he's a world champion. But he holds one of our most interesting world records. There's only been one person ever to hit a golf ball across Niagara Falls.
That's what I saw that. The video.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And he did it on his 4th swing. It was 350 yards, but he hit it 400 some yards through the water.
Through the water.
Yes.
The mist, that air is thick up there.
Yes. Maurice, and he lives in Orlando.
No
great ambassador of the sports. Great ambassador to the club and the company still. But we hold every performance world record there is when it comes to a golf club through all swing speeds. Get that. We also have won 38 World Long Drive Championships. Now, before Bryson, that's how most people knew us. Gotcha. We were the we owned that whole universe. The big Kyle Berkshire, Tim Burke. I mean,
I heard of Tim Burke. Yeah.
When you look at some of the biggest hitters the world's ever known, it's tied to our club. Okay. Then yes, a guy named Bryson DeChambeau shows up. Now, Here's the story, and Bryson can send me a text if he thinks that I'm varied from the story, but I would live the whole thing. But he was hitting Cobra, and he went through some difficulties in his life. His dad died, very important to him. He moved to live, which means half the world thought he was a traitor. And, you know, he had surgery, and he just wasn't doing anything. Nobody was saying his name, and this was after him winning the U.S. Open in Akron. No. Nobody was saying his name. And he was hitting Cobra, and he was getting paid a lot to do it. But he was so frustrated that he just like, I got to find. Well, a lot of the long drive guys live in Fort Worth, which is my area, because there's a range up there that's 500 yards, and it's, you know, it's a true long drive grid. And so he's hanging around these guys up there, you know. And somebody says, you got to call Lance. Like, yeah. So he had his manager call Lance, and then he called Lance. The next thing, less than a week later, he shows up at Greenbrier with our clubs. The driver, the 3 and the 5. Now, remember, not scoring, nobody knew his name, anything like that. That first weekend hitting our clubs, not only did he win, he shot a 61.58 the final 2 rounds. Wow. That's the lowest 2-day total and the lowest single-day total in the history of the world. Nobody has ever done that. Nobody. And this coming from him. The world went nuts. I got a text. I'm getting texts from people like, dude, is DeChambeau hitting your club? Because there's a picture, because the press went crazy over this. And there's a picture of him with his ending his swing, and you could see this over his shoulder, the fire. And like, people are like, that's Krank. That's the long drive guys.
That was it.
And listen, he's been hitting our clubs ever since, and look what it's done for that guy's life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 years ago, he finished 6th after leading day 1 and day 2. First year we were ever at the Masters, he was leading day 1 and day 2, finished 6th. Last year he was in the final pairings and finished 2nd to Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a horrible year this year. Okay. But he's won the U.S. Open. He's won all these live.
Yep. Yep.
But here's the thing with the performance of the club. We make them like nobody else. And it all goes to the production of the club. Okay? The face is forged in fire. What's forging mean?
Yeah, putting the shit together and getting it together.
When you watch it in the movies, you put that sword in, and then they hammer it. That's called forging.
Yeah.
Why are they doing that to steel?
Yeah. Make it strong. Making it strong.
Compress it.
Yeah.
Makes it strong. You want a strong sword, right?
Yeah.
We do exactly the same thing to our faces, and then we tack the head on. Nobody else has ever done this before. Okay? Oh, they're 2 separate pieces. Now, because this is forged and heat treated, we can use different metals, mainly beta titanium. Okay? Now, every other company in the world, I don't care what they say, they all cast their heads as one piece on a tree, and they have to use alpha titanium. Well, that's the beginning. Alpha's more than 5 times as powerful and strong as alpha.
I didn't know that.
So the material is the start of our performance lead. Okay, that's the start. And then we get into things like this. The energy transfer through the club is 50 times faster than any other man. I call them the boom sticks. And I started coining this phrase because when you hit it, it feels like your hands are exploding.
Wow.
That's how much power is coming off the club with the ball. And it's like, people are like, boom! Anyway. Also, Bryson started this conversation, bulge and roll. Now, bulge and roll is not new. We didn't start that, but we perfected it. We have bulge is the curvature of the club this way, the face this way, and roll is the curvature of the face this way. Okay, we have the most in the business, more curvature than anyone. Now, the reason that Bryson started talking about that with our clubs is why is that important? Because if you mishit the ball, the more curvature you have in the face, it creates a gear effect, which brings the ball back to the center.
Wow.
Bryson talks about he's tried to hit the club wrong, right? And now listen, the records are the proof, okay? You will hit longer and straighter than you've ever hit. It's not even disputed. It's not. Now, I being involved in what I'm doing with these events, I've seen it tens and tens of thousands of times with people hitting our club. We have a saying at Krank, one of the sayings, one swing equals one sail. You will know it instantly how different it is. Now, take it a step further and then we go on to more questions. So, because of the way we made the face, remember it's separate.
Yeah.
Our faces are thinner to start with than any other manufacturer. Thinner. Okay? It talks about trampoline for that's what we're talking about. But what we started is this. Yes, we're known for the 160 swing speeds, right? That's what we're known for, the big hitters, the world championships. But that's not your everyday golfer. We want to change golf at every swing speed. And so what we did is this. As we go down in swing speed, we thin the face out.
Oh, shit.
Other manufacturers can't do this. They talk about swing speed specific, but they're talking about shaft. The only way you can change the effect of the club with swing speed is the face.
And you guys are the only one that has a two-piece set, and then they forged it and everything.
Now, here is the raw truth. All manufacturers make their clubs, all of them, for 115 swing speed. All of them. You name them. All their drivers are made for 115 swing speed, okay? It's to get to the 0.83 trampoline effect, which is what is the maximum allowed by the USGA.
The flex, basically, the flex.
If you throw a ball at this at 100 miles an hour, it can only come off the face at 0.83. 83 miles an hour, it's 0.83. Okay, now, 115 miles an hour swing speed. Do you have 115 mile an hour swing speed?
I think so.
Maybe close, right? But you're a big guy, athletic guy.
Yeah.
Most people don't have that kind of swing.
Yeah.
Actually, 95% of the golf population don't have a swing speed like that, okay?
Yeah.
So, you're around seniors hitting. How many seniors do you that don't even hit a driver?
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They're hitting a 3-wood. Why? Because they can get more out of their 3-wood, right? Yeah. Because here's what happens. When you don't have most manufacturers for 115 mile an hour swing speed, when you start going down in swing speed, what happens is you lose trampoline effect, the bounce off the face. If you get down to a 70 mile an hour swing speed, that's an average senior, 70, 75 miles an hour, you've lost almost 70% of the swing of the trampoline effect.
Wow.
70%.
I had no idea. No shit.
This is why seniors. Okay, now here's the other thing. For your audience out there, but I don't know how savvy they are. 40% of women are coming into the game now. Did you know that? 40% of the women 40% of women are coming into the game either indoors or outdoors.
Wow.
I'll say this, it's because of the influencers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm
Page.
Sure. I'm sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
They're making the game look sexy.
Of course.
Right?
Absolutely. The women want to be in on it too. Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Who cares? But I'm seeing more and more women on the golf course. My wife is one of them.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Well, most women do not have 100 plus mile an hour swing speed. Some do, right? Yeah. But most don't. They have a slower swing speed. We have a club just for you, like my wife. She wouldn't even care about this game, but she hit our slower swing speed face.
Yeah.
And listen, bro. God bless her.
Is that the XX Tour or something like that?
XX.
Yeah, XX, yep.
Which is under 85 mile an hour swing speed, okay? She's learning her game. Her chipping sucks. Her putting's getting there. Her mid-irons, no. But she's learning, right? Like all of us had to.
Yeah.
She cannot wait to get in the tee box and crank it. Can't wait. She's always like, is the next hole a hole where I can hit the driver?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. So
I love that.
All right, questions. Sorry.
No.
Ranting
no,
like a madman.
You are not at all. No. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, we're just having conversation and everything like that. I just want to make sure I cover some things that people might have questions about and everything like that. So, is their biggest thing that they focus on? Is it just the thickness? Is that their biggest push with Krank, or like what makes Krank stand out amongst the rest? Is it really just the 2-piece head, or?
It's everything. When you look at, like Bryson calls it a spaceship.
Okay.
Okay, the design. People are like, "Wow, that's a weird looking driver."
That actually, you know what that reminds me of? Just for a split second, I'm throwing my age out here a little bit. I don't know if you remember the movie The Navigator.
Oh yeah.
There's a movie called The Navigator. It looked like a spaceship.
Yeah.
Actually made by Disney. Just from this angle here, I can see that. Okay, but anyway, I'm sorry. I digress.
So you put a lot of things together with
Yeah.
the performance. Okay, the face.
Yeah.
Okay, the face. It's going to give you the most bounce with the ball off the face. It's going to. But how do we get there? The rest of the head is important because the transfer of power through the head. We want to keep the power at the face.
Yep.
We don't want to lose power as it goes through the head. That makes sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Because by the time the retraction of the energy gets to the ball, you've lost power. Okay. Again, ours is 50 times faster. We're going to get that power back to the ball faster than any manufacturer. Now, here's some other things. We talked about the bulge and roll.
Yep.
How many times that you hit a driver in a round are you going to miss-hit the ball?
Oh, shit.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
A majority. Would you say a majority?
100%. I mean,
Okay.
I'd say maybe a handful of times. Like I love my irons.
Let's say it's 50%.
Let's say, okay.
50% you're going to miss hit, meaning it's not going to be in the direct center.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so what happens when you miss hit with other manufacturers? Ball goes this way.
Ball
goes this way.
Yeah.
You're going hunting, right?
Yeah.
With ours, you can hit some ground. That ball is going to end up in the fairway. Now, it might not go as far as if you hit it squarely, but where do you want the ball to end up?
On the fairway, baby.
Yes,
on the
that
fairway.
makes the game a lot different. Okay, now let's keep going. Lance's we have basically zero spin off the face. Zero.
Wow.
People call it a knuckleballer, like it's a dead spin.
I see that. Okay.
Off the face. Why is that important? What makes the ball do this?
Oh yeah. It's just nothing but spin.
The more spin you're going to get, right? So if we can control the spin.
It should just go straight.
Now listen.
Yeah.
Bryson, you say what you want about the guy. Whether you love him, hate him, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
For 2 years in a row now, he's the longest, most accurate driver on both tours.
Yeah.
They even announced that last year at the Masters, he was the longest. He hit the fairway more than anybody.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? What we're talking about right now. Okay, now let's talk about the shaft. We use Fujikura.
Okay.
Most people will admit it's one of the top companies in the world when it comes to Fujikura. Now, we went to Fujikura when we were designing the head. We went to Fujikura and said, listen, we need you to build something specifically for how our heads operate. We don't want you just to give us a generic shafts like you're going to give to everyone else. We need you to go back to the drawing table and we need you to build shafts. These are $1,000 shafts. I mean, it's kind of like Mercedes.
Yep.
Mercedes goes to the tire makers and say, okay, here's our performance. We need you to build a tire just for our car.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
They don't accept just any tire. They want a tire that's built for the performance. It's the same thing here.
Yeah.
Right?
Gotcha.
Because a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people, but some people are like, hey, man, I like the head. I'm going to put my shaft on it. I'm like, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's your club. All right. But I tell you this. That shaft is built specifically for the performance of the head. Your shaft is not. Okay? Try it. You can certainly take this off and put another one on and take this off. Sure enough, I get an email a few weeks later. They're like, you were right.
Yeah, you're right. I need a shaft.
So that is the basic, and then you throw in. So we have 4 different swing speed faces.
Okay.
4. Long drive, which is what DeChambeau hits in all of our long drive. This is our thickest face. And then we move into the everyday golfers. We have the pro, which is 105 to 130 swing speed. We've got the X, which is 85 to 105, and then we've got the double X, which is under 85.
Gotcha. Because you're hitting every golfer.
You're hitting
every skill level.
We're going to talk about how we specifically interact with golfers here in a minute.
Yeah.
But I come across all age groups, skill levels, sexes,
everything.
Ethnic, whatever. I come across all types of golfers, and it's really extraordinary.
Yeah.
How fun it becomes what I do. So go ahead.
No, we're keeping on going, man. We're totally fine. What other things did you want to talk about the club? Because I really want to talk. I mean, I know we talked about the driver, the head, and everything like that, but I want to get into what you guys do.
Yeah.
With Hero.
Now, I do want to say this because people are like, "Hey, do you have irons?"
Yeah,
no.
I know you guys don't have irons.
No.
Yeah. That's why I bring. Yeah.
We do have fairway woods, and it's the same technology.
Yeah.
If go back, Bryson won Singapore, and then he came. He went to South Africa and won 2 back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
But if you go back and look what he did with those clubs in those 2 winning weekends, one of my greatest. What happened with our clubs is he was on a par 4 420. It was narrow. He drove the green with our 3-wood. Okay. Same technology with. I always say, listen. If you're going to get the driver, get the 3 and the 5, get the matching fairwoods. Okay, it'll make your whole game completely different. Now, we have a mini driver now. This is taken off.
Everyone's doing mini drivers now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that started. It was a request from Bryson. He wanted something smaller than a driver, and then bigger than a one.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we then we put it to production, and like it's big right now. It's doing really good. So to answer everybody's questions, no, because here's the thing: is what people have done with irons is about. That's all you can do with irons. Yeah. We can't come in and take what's on the market and with that and make it any different. Now, I will say this to the audience, for those of you that are Bryson fans. Bryson showed up a year ago at the Masters with his new irons, 3D printed.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
And they approved it for him to play with. First of all, 3D printed.
Yeah.
Talking about technical, right? But he put bulge and roll in all of his irons.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Where did he come up with that idea? Yes. So, now that's an idea. It's idea. Who knows?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, that could be the future for Krank.
But to let everybody know, we're just into. If it's got a head, we're in it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Now, when we started the company, we didn't have millions of dollars to go out and take on the bigs, hand it to golfers, and please promote the brand. It wasn't like that. It was really a grassroots movement out of Scottsdale, Arizona, and then Southern California, where we were taking these golf clubs to golf courses just like this, and giving them to golfers and say, "Here, try this." Okay. Driving ranges, we would set up on a par, whatever, and say, "Here, try this." That's how it all started. Then we got them in the hands of the long drive guys.
Wow.
Now, there's only 200, 250 of the pros in the world.
Yeah.
It's not a huge market, and there's not big money in it. But we went to them because that's really why it was all designed to start with.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, there we are on the Golf Channel winning world championships. It's an extraordinary American story, right?
Yeah.
There we were, same swing speed athletes. We were out driving Callaway by 40 to 50 yards. Same swing speed, athlete. The announcers were like, "Who the hell is Krank Golf?" Like, we were winning, and not only were we winning, we were crushing them. And they're bringing their best, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that led us into one of the owners of Krank. It's Lance and Jay.
Okay.
Those are the 2 owners. Lance is the genius, like the mind behind the.
Okay.
And Jay is the marketing guy. He owned a bunch of LA Fitnesses.
Yep.
He is the guy that's taken to the next levels, right? he got us involved in charity golf. We would go out. Our long drive champions would put on a show. It started Clint Eastwood, his event called the Clint, right? Huge money to play in. It's a pro-am. But we would go out. Our long drive guys would put on a show at the tournament and raise money, help raise money. Okay, we started all on course fundraising. We did. Now, these days they got beat the pro. There's a
bunch of
I've seen them. That's fine. That's just how business works.
Yeah, of course.
But we started it. Now, here's the fun of how it worked in the beginning. Our long drive guys would bet. Now, remember, these are high-end tournaments. Okay, they would bet them $100 a golfer, $200 a golfer, $500 a go, whatever. And the games were like this. You're going to hit your driver. I'm going to hit from my knees.
I've seen that shit.
I can bet. Yeah. I'll bet you I can hit farther than you. Now, would you take that bet?
No.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, this is back when nobody
knew.
Yes.
I know. I'm about to say, hell no, I'm never going to do that with
Kyle Berkshire when he was doing it. Now, Kyle had a couple of our world records. He won the world championship for us in 2019 in Tennessee. But Kyle's got a 167 swing speed. But his bet was, you're going to hit your driver, I'm going to hit a putter. You think you can out-hit me? Well, he's got a 167, so he can hit a putter 350.
Yeah.
That's how it all started. Now, we progressed from our long drive entertainers to really seeing a need in this charity golf world.
And is this part of the Elite Fundraising Solutions?
Yes.
So that's part with Krank?
Yeah, sister companies.
Okay.
There's 1 million charity golf events. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
In America a year.
Wow.
1 million.
Wow.
So it's a massive
I mean,
market.
shit, I've had a few conversations with folks who are having these tournaments for fundraisers for St. Jude and everything like that. I wouldn't doubt it.
How many are in Florida?
Yeah, oh shit.
Tens and tens and tens of thousands, right?
There's 3 every week.
I mean,
there's 3 every week.
1,400 golf courses, and how many?
I know, man.
And the weather.
Yeah, I mean, like, right. I know for example, this week there's I think 7 that I've talked about on the podcast.
And the reason I'm here, we'll talk about that in a second. Now, we saw a need, and the need was these tournaments have a void. There's something in their program that they're missing. We're not saying they're missing. They're saying it.
Yeah.
I'm missing something. And listen, there's nobody that's involved in more tournaments than me. I oversee the largest area and the greatest weather, right?
Yeah, you're in the southeast.
Yes, Texas to Florida. I mean, yeah. So there's benefits to that. Now, there's these voids, and I've heard it all. We need golfers. We need sponsors. We need money. We need prizes. We need fun. We need attention.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how can we use the power of the notoriety of what we're starting? How can we use that to help charity golf?
Yeah.
And so we created Elite Fundraising Solution. It encompasses everything that we do to help charity golf.
Okay.
Now, I mean, we're involved with tens of thousands of them. We're number 1 by far.
It's funny that you say that. It's funny that you say that because a lot of these tournaments, because like, in the portion of my episode, we talk about, events, tournaments that are happening in the area. And I always see Krank somewhere on that flag. I'm not kidding, bro. I see Krank Golf on almost every.
And you're going to see more and more of it. Yes, that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
But here's the thing with our programs, and thank you for giving me a minute because here's the real deal. Yeah, we're professional fundraisers.
Yeah.
We sell the greatest golf clubs in the world, but we also are professional fundraisers. There's no one better at what we do.
Yeah.
And especially on the golf course. Okay. Do you need help with your tournament? Do you need help? And we just did a tournament 75 years with TCU.
Okay.
75 years they've been doing it.
That's a long time.
They reached out to us, said, please help us. Even they needed something. They were missing something, and they wanted Krank there. Okay. All of the programs that we bring to tournaments, here's the first big point. It costs the tournament nothing. Everything that we do. That's big. Okay? We're not bringing in an expense. Okay? We're not going to cost anything. Then, we're going to bring the biggest money, the best, most sought after prizes in golf to your event at no cost to you. Okay? We're going to fill the voids. Could be one void, could be 12 voids. Okay, we're going to fill the voids.
Yeah.
One of the things that I love about what I do, you and I are very similar. We're people. Okay. You guys didn't see this, but when we met right here, you know, I'm shaking hands, and he's like, "Are you a hugger?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I am a hugger."
We're just. There's nothing wrong with grown ass man hugging. Yeah.
I love helping people. I think, and again, this is my opinion, not to go away, but I believe that's the way God created us. God wants us to help others, and when we do, it releases endorphins in us, and we feel good about ourselves, and we want to do more of it.
Yeah.
And that's where I am in my lifetime right now. Everything I'm involved in is helping others. Now, let's go back to the tournaments, okay? All of these tremendous organizations, all of them, okay? The one we did on Friday I was here was huge, NFL, bunch of celebrities, huge event.
Mm-hmm.
They're raising money for the Boys and Girls Club of Central Florida. Tremendous program.
Yeah.
Helping kids. I don't have the time to go help these kids personally.
Yeah.
I don't, but I can help you help them. That's what I do. That's what Krank does. That's what we bring to the table. Okay, now let me finish.
Yeah.
The relationships with these organizers, these 501c3s. I don't care if you're a traveling baseball team and you're putting on a tournament. We want to help. Okay? I don't care how big or small it is. We want to get involved, not just this time, but how can we help this thing year after year? The biggest tournament in the country is in Houston. Okay? When we started with them 7 years ago, they had 60 players. This year they had over 500.
Damn.
Now, they have very good organizers.
I'm sure.
This.
Yeah.
But they would give a lot of credit to the things that we've been doing, right? To help them build this thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm proud of that. Relationships. If you're in, and I tell anybody that's coming to join us, listen, if you're in this for the money, just stay away. Stay away. Okay? But if you're in this to sincere, you want to help others, guess what the byproduct of that is? You're going to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Yes, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
If I help you make $1 million, I should get a part of that, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Okay?
Yeah.
And so, anyway, keep going.
Good stuff. No. So that's what I'm trying to figure out now too. Is like you say you help out folks. So it's like let's just say that there's St. Jude's. Like St. Jude's, I helped out with the superhero scramble. I helped out these ladies with their thing. One of the ladies' son had cancer when he was a baby, like 3 years old. Long story short, so if I have something to where we want to raise money for St. Jude's, we would get with Krank Golf Hero Program. Is that what that? I mean, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like what?
Okay, so.
Like I saw the tent, I saw the hero.
Oh, yeah.
What is? That's what I'm trying to grab onto.
And so, a lot of people, you know, I was at an event, this big event, and these celebrities, hire somebody, okay, and I partnered with these people, across the country. The celebrities don't have time. How many months is involved in putting on a tournament?
Shit, it could be over. It could be 6 months to a year.
Easy.
It could be 6 months to a year.
Yeah, a lot of time celebrities don't have that.
Yeah.
But they want to do good, and then they also want the publicity goes with them,
of course,
and they want to have fun.
Yeah,
day of is super fun, right? But they just don't want to do all the work. They don't, and that's fine, right?
Gotcha.
And there's companies that do the same thing, so they'll hire somebody to put on the event. That is not us.
Okay. See, that's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Yes, that's not us.
Okay.
We're a vendor day of. Okay. Now, yes, we've got millions and millions and millions and millions of followers through all of our channels, as you can imagine. So we're going to get publicity.
Yeah.
Like you see, we're going to put our logos to let people know we're going to be there. And if people know we're going to be there, they know they can win big shit. And we'll talk about that in a second. But we're here to help day of.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to promote it. We're going to bring people to it, but we're here to, what can we do day of? We have multiple, we can go, I got one on Friday. It's a Warrior tournament.
Is that soft?
Not too far from Ventura. Venture Club?
Ventura Club.
Nah.
Saddlebrook?
Saddlebrook.
Yeah, soft missions.
Yes, SOF. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. That's I had them on the podcast.
We're there, and look at me. I walked in with, my phone's right there. That's why. So we're there on Friday, and we're bringing the show. Yeah. So we're going to have our trademark Crank It hole. We're going to have our trademarked Hero hole. Okay. We're also going to have all of our auction stuff. And then we got the super ticket that we're bringing. Now, part of the super ticket is a $100,000 shootout to start the day. We have a VIP hole-in-one. You can win a $20,000, all expenses paid to the Masters, day 3 and 4. Oh, I see. Okay. We have other games going on. And then you add it to the trademark hole, and this is what we get people that leave those kind of, and that's bringing it all. That's bringing the kitchen kitchen
sink and everything. Yep.
I love, because I'm always the last one to leave. We've got so much going on, and then wrapping it up, and then we're part of the awards, and then we do the auction stuff, and I want to talk about that too.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah.
But I'm always, and I take pride in that. Like, it's me and the organizer or the team. Yeah. And we're walking out at the parking lot. But here's what I love is when we get in the parking lot, there's 20 cars in the parking lot, people out there shooting shit. And here's what I always like, don't you people got somewhere to go? Yeah. Don't you people got, and they're like, man, we just had so much fun today. Awesome. We just don't want to leave it,
That's good stuff. Yeah. That's good stuff.
That is that's what jacks me. People are like, you see maybe a little bit here, but when you see me on a golf course, I'm a freak. I'm a nut job. They call me the show. Yeah. My energy level, I don't care if it's 140. Oh,
I love that. Oh, I love
my
that.
Energy, my wife will say this. You could not tell the difference from what I put on the first group to the last group. It's always the same. And people are like, you go at this all day? I'm like, every day. All day, every day.
Good energy.
Like, where do you get that? Like, are you shooting coke? What? Like, I'm like, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Imagine us on coke. No. I tell it to people, I couldn't do it. People are
I'm like, man, I'm high on life. Yeah. And it's the truth. I'm high on life. Anyway,
yeah. No, that's good stuff, man. No, man, no, but keep going. No, I don't need to go ahead because it's like, because you said you wanted to talk about 2 other things, though, because I've already reached all my stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah. But you said you want to talk about auctions, or was it?
Yeah. Okay, so, which will lead me to the auction. Okay. So we got involved in this thing called charity golf, right? Okay. And we're helping these organizations. We're doing a great job. What we're bringing to the table is good. They love us. We're building all these thousands and thousands of these events going on nationwide, blah, blah, blah. But then we saw there was another need. Now, Jay, his father was a Marine, raised him, they like patriots. We got patriots in the company. And the need was this. And remember, we're doing a lot of these tournaments were veteran based, just like this SOF.
Yeah, the SOF, there's Cup 214, there's Stairways for Heroes. Yes, I mean, a bunch of these.
Wounded Warriors, yes. Tunnels of Towers, they got a lot of events going on the floor. Okay, so we got all these events. What can we do with all of these relationships that we started? Yeah. All of these golf courses that we've gone and helped at and stuff. What can we do to specifically help our heroes? I don't have to tell you. Yeah. We got entirely too many record numbers year after year. People don't really get this. Yeah. Record numbers taking their own lives. Yeah. You've heard the number 22. Can we take a minute to talk about this?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because out of everything, Dave, can I be blunt? Out of everything that I do, this is the most important thing I'm going to talk about right now.
That's fine, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how much of this you're going to put together.
Brother, this is all one video. This is all, we're talking till...
But I hope the audience takes a minute to listen to what I'm about to say, okay? You've heard this number 22, right?
I Stationed at the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Manny took his life. He used to ride in this Volkswagen, and I didn't see the signs.
The 22 is the number that basically the industry, I call it the industries, accept. Okay, there's 22 suicides a day among our heroes. 22, okay? There's organizations named after 22. Okay, and I'm not dissing that. I'm not saying that. 22 is bad, but it's not a real number.
Yeah.
People are like, what? It's not a real number. The reason it's not real is Florida and Texas do not report veteran suicides.
See, I did not know
that. The 22 doesn't include those numbers because they don't report. Well, what's the 2 states where most of our veterans live?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the real number?
Yeah.
Now, then take that. Now, yeah, when we started this thing, helping our heroes, it was just started as veteran support. But then we started seeing the numbers among our first responders. Firefighters and cops killing themselves.
Yeah.
It's disturbingly high.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how many times I do an event. I just did one the week before. And I ran into a foursome. Everybody's having a good time. And we started talking because, my stuff's got the heroes. They're like, you guys help heroes? And I was like, yeah, oh yeah, this and this. And they're like, yeah, we're firefighters. I'm like, bro, we do the hug.
Yeah.
Thank you for what you do. And they're like, yeah. I said, man, you guys we're seeing a lot of trouble out of your group. And they're like, oh yeah, we had somebody in our firehouse commit suicide. And they start telling me this story. And bro, these are 4 manly men.
Yeah.
Getting choked up, right?
Yeah.
He did this and this. But then they said, yeah, 3 months later, his fiance committed suicide.
Wow.
Okay.
No.
We got a real. Is this the greatest country the world's ever known?
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And yet we got this going on with the most important.
First responders, the ones that's going into the fires, the ones that are literally putting away their own safety and everything like that to do what's right.
I don't even know why you would want to be. I'm not going to go political, but I don't even know why you would want to be a cop these days.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you leave the house every day. Listen. And again, appreciate the time for everybody listening. Do you know the shit that they see every damn day?
Don't get me started. My buddy's the old on the City of Tampa Police Department, Vic Gomez, and the stories that he tells me, holy fuck.
Now listen, combat.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, of course.
My wife's father was first recon tour. A Marine in Vietnam.
Wow.
He was a scout.
Wow.
He was a badass. They wrote books.
Yeah.
They wreaked havoc.
Yeah.
On the enemy. Okay.
Yeah.
But his buddy was blown up next to him, okay, in the jungle.
Yeah.
Now, like Marine, especially, they're fanatical. We're not leaving anybody behind.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They were in a horrendous firefight. They either leave him or they're all going to die.
Yeah.
He had to leave his best friend there.
No shit.
Now, you can imagine when he got home, problems, right?
Of course.
Big problems.
Why am I here and he's there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, listen, the shit that you see in combat, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I signed up for this, right? I get, and hopefully it's not every day. Listen, these firefighters and these paramedics and these cops, I did an event, and afterwards a guy came up and he was sit down. He's like, "Can we talk?" Yeah. And here he was, a paramedic, head of the paramedics in San Antonio for 30 years. Okay? And he's like, I just wanted to tell you what you're saying is 100% spot on. And he's like, I really thank you for just saying it.
Yeah.
He's like, when I retired, I was fine. I was good. And 5 years into retirement, I started waking up in the middle of the night and blood-curdling screams.
Wow.
Like bone-chilling screams.
Yeah, I hear you.
And he's like, my wife's like, you got to get help. So I went, started talking. And he says, not till a year and a half into his therapy did they get to the core.
Oh, shit.
It was an accident that he came upon. They were there working, and a 4-year-old girl was ripped in half from the steel of the car.
Yep. They don't haunt you.
Now he's like, here's what was, I repressed that memory. if you held a gun to my head, I could not recall it.
Yeah.
It was but it was in my core.
Yeah. It's a deep memory. It's a core memory. Yeah.
And he says, this was what was trying to come out.
Wow.
This shit all this stuff, because I always ask these guys, how do you do this day after day? And they always say the same thing, man. You shove it down deep.
Yeah.
And you head out the door.
Yeah.
And man, like, these are the people that we're like, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
yeah.
Anyway, we got to do more as a country.
Yeah.
And this is what I take pride in. Like, we're a golf company. What the hell? Okay, so we created this thing called the Hero Program.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I slowed that down.
It's okay.
For everybody.
Yeah.
The Hero Program, it's trademarked. Because we've had some competitors out there that tried to steal our name.
Oh.
And we're big in Florida.
Yeah.
And they're dirtbags. They're dirtbags. They got in trouble. They've been in trouble nationwide. They've been kicked out. The AGs, or the IRS, everything. And then, you know, they're moving away from that name, but they moved into another name.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I only bring that up because there's a lot of fraud out there.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell people, listen, if it's not tied to Krank Golf, it's not the real Hero Program. That's the core, right? If it's not tied, if you don't see a Krank at this event where we're raising, it's not.
It's not part of the. It's not part of the Krank Hero Program.
We are not a 501c3. We are fundraisers for 501c3s. Okay. Now we have 3. For the Fallen is probably our biggest one. Now, For the Fallen's tremendous group.
Mm-hmm.
They do amazing things. PTSD, suicide prevention, counseling.
Yep.
Okay. They do homelessness, financial support. We get into things like advanced prosthetics, service animals, okay, sports scholarships to children of the fallen. We've even got into this thing with them that the money we're raising is going to them for phantom limb syndrome. Do you know what this is?
Wow, thinking that you have something when you don't.
Yes.
Wow, like I'm literally grabbing that right now, but it's not there. Yeah.
I didn't realize how much of a problem. Like, okay, remember 58 broken bones. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
But then it heals and okay,
it's
right?
Still there.
But if you lose a limb, to me, I'm thinking, okay, that's bad, but then it's over.
Yeah.
Your body adjusts. Okay, that's not true. What they're saying is your body has signals sensor. The signals are all your brain.
They're all firing.
Well, the signals that are coming back from that part of the body it's bad. Still. Can you imagine
never.
Okay.
Couldn't.
So what? They don't have a cure for it. So what do they shove at it?
Probably meds and all that other shit. Yep.
Okay, we know where all that goes, right?
Yep.
Out comes this kid in Colorado, and I call him a kid. He's in his 20s, got 3 doctorates. Wow. Genius, right? Well, he grew up with a friend that didn't have an arm, and he was with him through all of this, okay? He dedicated his whole life to this.
Oh, wow.
And what he created is a sleeve. It's the sleeve that goes over the prosthetic and a sleeve that goes over the numb, and those 2 sleeves talk to each other and send signals to the brain.
Holy shit. Wow.
It's telling the brain.
Wow.
Everything's fine.
Holy shit. That's pretty badass.
Do you know what the suicide rate is among our amputees, our heroes? 25%.
Wow.
And you know, like, if you're dealing with that kind of pain every day.
Of course, man.
Okay?
Oh, of course.
Well, these sleeves cost $6,000, but it could save lives. Same thing with the service animals. I'm sure you know.
Yeah, no, I qualify for one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, can I give you the stat first?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Right? And I'm a huge, like, I'm all about stats.
It's all good.
When a hero gets awarded a service dog, the rate among those heroes the rate of suicide drops to nearly 0.
Oh, I bet. I wouldn't doubt it. A companion, someone there.
I'm a dog a dog freak.
Yeah.
They depend on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where I can't go anywhere. I have somebody needs me, takes care of me. They're here for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
$30,000 to train those dogs.
I know it ain't cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want them all to have one, right?
Yeah.
But veterans got that on kind of what kind of side?
Unless they have a partnership with an organization or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So what we do is we take the program, the Par 3 program, that we've helped tournaments for years, and we go out on random days of golf and set up, just like your golf course here.
Okay.
We'll set up on a Par 3, and instead of raising money for the tournament, we're raising money for the Hero program.
Gotcha.
Or affiliates. Now, in 9 sections in the country, we've tied and partnered with PGA Hope. Okay?
Oh, shit, okay.
Super proud of this. Hope is PGA is very protective of their brand, as they should be.
Yeah, yeah.
But they came to us and they saw what we were doing with the program, and they're like, hey, we need to help with fundraising. And again, not national.
Yep.
Hopefully maybe someday, but right now just certain sections, including South Texas. Hope to talk to Florida about working this program to raise money. It's a no-brainer for them. We work the program and hand them the money.
You're just sitting there because I think I have a couple of friends that do very similar things.
Now, what happens? Every golfer that's here today, they get a shot at $1,000 hole-in-one.
Yeah.
We're explaining why we're here. We're taking donations. When they help us, they get in the closest to the pin winner. Game. We do first and second place. Here's what we've raised $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 at Hero holes. That means the closest to the pin winners won $600, $700, $800.
Wow.
When have you ever heard of that?
Never. Yeah, never.
Also, when they help, if they just land on the green, they get a scratch-off card through the state of Florida. They could win up to $50,000. And then we've got a partnership with resorts where they can take extraordinary trips anywhere in the world.
Oh, shit, that's awesome.
All in the name of helping our heroes. Okay, now, so all of that brings me to this, my last thing.
Awesome. Sing it, brother.
Okay.
All good.
We're talking about auctions.
Okay.
Now I started us getting in the auction business at Charity Golf because of this club and what I did a few years ago.
Okay.
At Krank Golf, the Hero program, super pumped about everything that we're doing. We took that a step further and we created the Hero driver. Right?
Okay.
I'm going to send you some pictures. So
yes, absolutely. Whatever pictures you need or documentation, I would put it all, whatever you need.
Now,
you just got to let me know when to do it.
I'm hoping maybe you can see it.
I can
see it.
It's
got an American flag.
Little shadow effect in there.
Ghosted in the paint.
Ghosted in the paint. That's what I mean.
Nobody else has ever done. See, can you guys see this?
You can bring it over to this camera right here.
It goes away.
If you come close to, bring it all the way in.
Yeah, see it, guys? Okay.
Yep.
Now, in the dark, you can't see it.
Yeah.
But in the sunshine, it lights up like a neon sign. It says Hero USA on the face. And
awesome.
Then this is the really cool head cover that goes with it. Outstanding. Okay, now, extremely special club. It's dedicated to the program and to our heroes. Now, this club is not for sale on our website. If you go on krankgolf.com right now, you will not see the Hero driver. The only way you can get one is to be at an event that we're helping.
I like that.
I auction them off to help raise even more money. Okay? Now, I do it as a live auction, Dave. I started this 3 years ago. First of all, I never use a microphone, as you can imagine.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm the same way. I prefer not to use one. Yes. I know what you mean.
I'm loud and I demand attention.
Of course.
Okay, let's go. But I do an old school Texas cattle auction at the lunch or dinner. So this doesn't add any more time to the tournament.
So while they're having dinner,
they're already there eating. It's not adding any more time, right? And I got everybody's attention. Okay, but we got a bit about now, and I'll start it's fast. Well, I'm going to tell you something. One of the craziest things you will ever see happen is one of my auctions. And I get people that have been there, and they'll run into somebody and they're like, you're with Krank. And whoever they're like, yeah. They're like, I ran into this guy at a tournament, and he was up on the fucking table, and he was auctioning off a driver, and people were going nuts. And they're like, oh, yeah, I know that. So anyway, we get people bidding on this. It's extremely special. It's a collector's piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of golf history.
Yeah.
It is the greatest performing golf. This is our fire formula.
Okay.
The one that DeChambeau's hitting right now. It's our greatest performing golf club of all time. It's also the greatest patriotic golf club of all time.
I love it.
Put those two together, what is it? I say it's the greatest golf club the man has ever known.
I like that.
All right, now, we have people that bid to win one that never intend on using it. Can I tell you a story?
Absolutely.
I did a tournament in Dallas. It was called Creek and Timber.
Okay.
Sold out tournament. It was their first year sold out. We helped them sell it out. And but I was there and we did the auction at the end and we had 3 winners. But the main winner, the guy with the top bid, he came up to me afterwards and he's like, "Oh man, like you don't even understand how great this is." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" And like, you can't wait to use it? He's like, No. He's like, my dad was a Korea War veteran. And he's like, hero, all this stuff, and he's telling me all this shit, like all the stuff he went through in the military and this, but he was in hospice right now, and he's at his end days. But he says, my greatest memories are him when he would take us we would go golfing together.
Cool.
Okay. And it was a time that we could bond and stuff like that with my dad. You know what I mean? Anyway, he's like, how fast can you get me this club? I'm like usually takes 3 to 4 weeks. Like, what are you talking? He's like, how fast can you get me the club? I'm like, what are you saying? And he's like, I want to hand it to my dad. I don't know how much time we have. I'll go get it and bring it to you.
Oh shit.
And so we got that club to him, and he sent me pictures, and I've never shared those pictures. It was really just a private moment, but it was his dad in the bed and him handing him the club.
Oh wow.
And then there's a picture, his dad passed away 2 days later.
Wow.
2 days.
Wow.
And there's a picture with him in the club.
Wow.
And it was kind of a, again, I'm not going
beautiful.
to mention any names, but he's like, I hope he gets to take that to where his next stop is.
That's beautiful,
and get
man.
to hit it. Shit like that, bro.
I love that. It's beautiful.
We're a golf company, but stuff like that.
I know, right?
Like really touching people.
I kid you not. I say it all the time. That's one beautiful thing about golf. You know what I mean? The fact that golf creates and helps with so many memories. Helps maybe close out some memories, or you know what I'm saying? It's just golf is just such an amazing, and the fact that you have got Krank Golf that does that type of thing you were able to deliver when he needed it to give it to his dad, one last memory. Golf is just amazing, man.
Can I tell you? So this PGA Hope thing. Let me go back on that.
Yeah, you can go back on that. Yeah.
PGA Hope is part of their charity wing.
Yeah.
Okay, Reach. And what the program is, for the folks that don't know, at the golf course level, our heroes get free lessons from the pros, like you.
Yeah.
Okay, like the pros.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
They get, and it's a 6-week, 8-week program, and we bring them, we introduce them, and it could be like if you need something special, like we've had people on, heroes in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
And we'll get them. You've seen this.
Yeah, I've seen the
where it lifts them up so they can swing.
I've seen them. Yeah.
Whatever it takes for us to help you learn this game and get involved in this game. Now, you might think it's golf.
No.
Like my wife. This is stupid, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something right now. The studies we've seen with this, we've had 65,000 go through the program nationwide, PGA Hope. We've had 65,000 go through the program, graduate the program. Suicide rate drops to nearly nothing.
Yeah.
Why? There's something about this game
Yeah, I know.
that rewires the brain, right?
Yeah.
And it's doing tremendous things.
Oh, 100%.
Do you, as a hero, do you?
I'm not a hero. I am not a hero.
Yeah, but you're a veteran.
I'm a veteran. That's all I am.
But
yeah,
I know
what you mean.
Would you agree with that?
Oh,
that assessment.
I said it earlier before. That's the reason why I started the podcast. Is because golf is just the fact that it just you're stepping away as a father, as a husband. You're there just focusing on the game with your buddies or your gals, whatever it may be, enjoying the company, enjoying the banter, enjoying the talk, the environment, everything. It's just like a reset, and it just feels so damn good to be a part of a sport that you could be the best golfer, I could be the shittiest golfer, but we have a tee time together at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why 100% I believe that golf is just, it brings out guys and gals that either they may be antisocial, maybe they might not want to be outside, but they forcing themselves to go out there. We got a guy, he actually was just on the podcast before. He has been a co-host. I've golfed with him a few times. Brian Cornsey, a.k.a. Popcorn. He was an Army sniper. Lost 2 of his kids last year, 2 little ones.
Wow.
Lost 2 of his little ones last year to a disease. He was on the podcast. Also, he was an Army sniper. And the fact that he's been golfing with me, having a good time, being with other guys, it's like, Dave, every day is a rough day.
Yeah.
But when I'm out here golfing with you and the guys, it's the fucking best thing in the world. So he's golfed with us a few times now. We're about to golf together again in McDill. We're doing a 4v4 scramble on McDill. That's what golf does. With what you guys do with this hero program, with the helping with the fundraising, doing an auction right there on the spot that people want to be patriotic with what you guys
every
do.
golf club, every hero driver we sell, part of the money goes to the program.
Yeah.
Okay. But a big portion of it goes to whoever we're helping that
Whoever
day,
you're helping,
right?
yeah.
Because of the auction proceeds. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to piggyback what you just said, this is not that hard. Yeah. Okay. First, because people are like, cause I run into this all the time.
Yeah.
How can I'm a veteran, I'm a hero. How can I get in the program? All you need to do is reach out to your section. Florida has 2 sections.
Okay. Which we'll put all the information down here.
But you need to reach out to the local PGA section.
PGA section of
Hope.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. So there's 41 sections for PGA in the country. 41.
Okay.
Okay. Like Texas has 2 sections, Ohio has 2 sections, but then there's like 4 states that are 1 section because they're smaller states, right?
Yeah.
But that's who you need to, or you could go to national, but they're just going to direct you back down to the section.
Yeah.
Okay. So find your section, but they have a website.
Yeah.
The section has a website.
Okay.
And in there is going to be a tab saying PGA Hope.
Gotcha.
And what you want to do is find out, not all golf courses are participating.
Yeah.
Not all of them, okay? But a lot are. Could you find something that's close to you?
Yeah.
Get signed up for the program and get in there and take it. So who knows where that goes, right?
Of course. No, of course.
You're exactly right. What you said, I want to take it. Okay, so we're known for long drive, right?
Yeah.
And for all of you commanders out there, you base commanders, I've challenged you, because here's my goal. I've talked to Fort Bliss, I've talked to Hood, and several Air Force bases there in San Antonio, and I'm putting something together where some heroes maybe couldn't tolerate a 4 or 5 hour round.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay, can't.
Yeah.
But would they just like to hit a golf ball as hard as they could? Okay, generate some kind of animal. Like, yeah. And so my goal is to have a base long drive contest where we could bring the cranks and then we have a contest. I love the golf course at Hood.
Yeah.
At the end of the driving range, which is about 250 yards, there's a billboard. Okay, let's smack some balls off that billboard, right? Let's have a good time, and then we have a base champion, right? But then, could we go against the other bases? All right, could we bring long drive in another way to get people, to get our heroes
onto the golf course and get outside and just
Here's one of the stats: 43% increase in our. Now this is not last year. I'm hoping it gets better. We haven't seen, but the year before, 43% increase in suicides among our active military. Right. So what can we do even with the active guys? Okay. So anyway, Dave, thank you so much for letting me talk about that.
Oh, of course, brother. Absolutely, brother. We've been going on for 2 hours.
Has it been 2 hours?
We've been talking for 2 hours.
Gosh. So I don't know how much of this is going to go
all
on.
of it.
Yeah.
The only thing I edit out is like if there's too long of a pause.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, it's like I love the long form. I love the conversations. There's a lot of passion you have for Krank and for Heroes.
I do want to I give a little plug.
Of course, absolutely.
Listen, don't go on krankgolf.com. Yes, it's our website. Yes, it's the company, but all sales go through a website and then Arizona. Okay? And there's a team in Arizona that takes the orders and puts the clubs together, right? Yeah. If my team sells club, that's where they go through.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is, do you want customer service? Do you want a point person?
Yeah.
Do you want somebody that's, okay, reach out to me directly. Because here's one, people are always like, hey, where can I go try those things?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have demo days. Like tomorrow we're having a demo day. All right. So where are we having demo days? And then you can get you can get tuned into that demo day, come out and hit them.
Yeah.
Who knows? You might hate it. Yeah. Never happens, but who knows, right? So how do you find all that information? Go on my Facebook page.
Okay. This is perfect segue.
This
is perfect segue because I need information where I can post all right here for everybody.
This is how simple it is.
This is to contact you about getting a club.
Or
doing for the hero tournament or anything.
Yes, any kind of support that you need for our heroes, for a tournament, whatever. Okay. Elite Fundraising Solutions. Golf.
Yep.
Coast. Now wait a minute. Gulf Coast. GULF, not GOLF. I'm going to make it simple for you.
I saw it's Elite Fundraising Solutions / Krank Golf / Golf. Central States region.
So. But I'm trying to make
it all right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it simple. I'm sure you'll put the link on there.
Yeah, I'm going to put all the information right here.
On there is events. You could see where we're going to be, especially like, Central Florida here, Tampa. We started this whole, I took over Florida at the beginning of the year. This is my 5th time to Florida already. I plan on being back here every month.
Awesome.
I'm building a team. You're going to see us more and more out there. It's interesting how people they see Krank and they're like, DeChambeau! It's like
exactly.
Huge what's happening.
Yeah.
And so anyway, excited.
Well, you got to use that train. I mean, the fact that if the iron's hot, you got to strike it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's like with the whole forging thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but so is there any rebuttals? Is there any PSs, little trailer thing? Anything else you want to mention about Krank? Anything you want to talk about? Any shout out or anything like that at all? Is there any? Because I don't think I have anything else. I mean, except for that, you and I need to come out here and go golfing together
I want to give a shout out to our heroes.
Okay. Awesome.
I do want to start there, heroes.
Yeah.
Veterans, first responders. Listen,
Thank you, sir.
Listen. I say this a lot. You see all kinds of stuff on the national news, right?
Yeah.
I'm around real Americans all day long, every day, and I can tell you this. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about saving our heroes.
Yeah.
And I can tell you this, all age groups, all colors, it doesn't matter. People love our heroes.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
They support and they understand the sacrifice.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah.
I don't care what you see. Listen, I'm telling you, the majority of America loves you. We thank you for what you've done, what you're doing, what you continue to do. That's my first shout out. My second shout out is for anyone out there that's helping others. Okay. I just flip out when I had somebody reach out. I was in a hotel room last night. She reached out to me and they're doing something. It's colon cancer awareness.
Okay.
And she's like, we're putting something together and we'd sure love for you to be there. And I'm like, I love that. I love it. How many people have been lost to cancer and that kind of stuff. And so, but here's the thing is, she doesn't know shit about running a tournament. All she knows is she wants to do something.
Yeah.
Man, if we had more people like that,
very true.
Where would we be? So shout out to those people. Yeah, running a tournament's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But you're doing God's work. You're doing good work.
Yeah.
And get us involved. Here's what I like to say, Dave. Here's what I like to say. In my conversation with a tournament, in that, how would you like it if I could make your life a lot easier when it comes to this event?
Of course.
And I've literally had people exhale.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had one guy, he's like, you know what, I woke up today, prayed that I could get some help.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, I don't know this guy, but I appreciate what you're saying, and I said, I would love to come in and make this whole lot easier. So, another shout out is my wife.
Awesome.
Now, my youngest is off to college, and I talked about the older kids, but she has a husband that was gone 110 nights last year.
Wow.
But the time that we're there, like we talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm not a military wife, but you understand.
I know what you mean.
A spouse.
Yeah.
There's a certain degree of understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to be home.
Yeah.
Because you're doing something.
Yeah.
Something is important. Now, no, I'm not a hero. Not that important. But I am doing things that are important.
Yeah.
And she gets that. And she
having
worries about me traveling a lot because I can't. People are like, "What? You drove 16 hours to Orlando? Uh-huh. Why didn't you take a plane? Because I got 1,000 pounds worth of gear, bro. You just don't throw that on a plane."
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, I'm driving, and but I really appreciate her support.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because without it,
100%.
it makes things painful.
Exactly.
And you lose focus.
Yeah, and
when I'm here, and I'm here for 12 days. I'm here until Friday, but I've been here since Wednesday or Thursday, right? So while I'm here, I can focus on the task, and I know she's holding down the homestead. All right, okay. Then last shout out is my team.
Awesome.
Not everybody can do this. There's not many people are like us.
Yeah, very true.
Okay,
we're very blessed.
A lot of people are introverts, and what's the number one fear?
Yeah,
is speaking in front of crowds.
Oh, 100%. Confidence is what it is.
Yes,
it's just confidence.
Yes,
doesn't matter what you're doing. If you speak, it's just confidence in anything. Confidence it's lacking.
Well, listen, everything that we do is speaking to people.
100%.
Everything that we do, and tens of thousands of people, right? You've got to have that skill set. You've got to really want to help others.
Yeah.
And hopefully there's part of you that can make that happen.
Yeah, of course.
But it comes through communication.
Absolutely. Having conversations and communicating.
Face to face, talking.
And I think a lot of times what people are afraid of helping is being vulnerable. I think that's what it is. I think if people are afraid of being too vulnerable to okay, that person looks like they need help. Should I do it? That's really what it is. So you have that confidence in yourself and just say, you know what? Let me throw myself out there and help this individual. I've done it too many countless times, and I'll do it ever again. I'll keep doing it ever again. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, like I said earlier, there's something that happens when you do that.
Yeah.
When you commit.
Yeah.
All in.
Oh yeah.
When you jump off that cliff. Yeah. To help others.
Yeah.
It's amazing what happens.
I don't want to talk about. I'll just talk one little short story, just about for myself, just because you just reminded me of. I don't know, not a veteran story, but we were in Orlando. And my wife and I are about to turn into an area. I see this individual kind of stuck in the turning lane to the left. I'm like, shit, okay, older lady. She needs to get this Buick out of the way. I'm like, honey, take the wheel. I jumped out. I started helping her push the car out of the way. I'm not trying to glorify. There's people there.
Yeah.
They just saw it. And then sure as shit, some other dude said, oh man, cool, I'll help you too. So again, see what I'm saying? It's that vulnerability of fucking put yourself out there to let's help somebody else out. But somebody else is on the side. They're too timid to do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing about helping others. You are willing to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
You're willing to put yourself out there to have a conversation with somebody, or to even hey, do you need some help? What can I do to help out? And that's what that is.
Yeah, and
that's
again, I'm not trying to put myself on something.
No, of course I know.
What I'm saying to everyone is, when you get involved in helping others, something happens, and it's happened to me. I'm a witness, right? And so, who knows? It might happen to you. You just, hey, listen, if you're donating $11 a month to Tunnels and Towers, feel good about it.
Yeah.
They're doing great work.
Yeah.
Okay? Whatever it means to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Go get some food and go help some homeless veterans or whatever it means to you. But I promise you, when you do it, you're going to feel good. And you're going to want to do more.
Absolutely.
You're going to want to do more.
Absolutely.
Well, Dave?
This is perfect, man, brother. That's number 4 or 5, maybe. Thank you very much, Dave, for wanting to be on the podcast, want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Brother, that was 2 hours and 5 minutes, and we could go for another hour. Yeah. I mean, it's just really talking and just getting to, we can tell that you're very passionate about Krank. You're very passionate about our heroes. You're very passionate about helping people. And that's something that's great.
I hope, listen, relationships.
Yeah.
I hope when I come down, we can get together.
Oh, dude, brother,
and just pick a subject. We can even have the crowd pick a subject,
brother. we can have conversations about anything and everything. But I mean, it's just really just talking, being vulnerable, and being just having conversations. Yeah. But
I like what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
That's the reason I'm here. Yeah. I think you have a purpose.
Thank you.
And the purpose is this. The more people know about all the events and stuff that are happening out there, well, you're going to get more recognition. You're going to get more people going.
Yeah,
you're supporting those events.
I give that. I mentioned that on the podcast countless times, and I've had 43. You'd be we're up to 50 something now in conversations I've had, not episodes. And I give that option to folks to talk about. If you got a tournament, let's talk about it. So then you don't have to play golf, because the Superhero for Scrambles tournament that I had, we had talked for over an hour. And the girls don't golf.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what happened, what's going on. Share why you're having that golf tournament, because 9 times out of 10, golfers, they sign up for the flyer and the golf and the food. They don't sign up for why are they having that. So that's part of my podcast is let's have a conversation. Yeah. Let's talk about why you're having this tournament, so people can know about you and the organization, not just about getting a birdie.
Yeah.
I digress. But again, sir, I greatly again appreciate it. I'll put down all your information here, folks. Yeah. Check out Krank Golf. Check out Dave and what he does. I'll put down all the information here. With that being said, which is a great conversation, sir, which we could have talked a lot longer. Folks, this has been your friendly and abashed cup cutter. Don't be shy. Come say hi. Brother, awesome. That's number 6 or 7.
You're friendly.